Good evening, or morning, or afternoon, or whatever time of the day it may be for you, everybody, and welcome back to Tales of the Abyss. The last time we played this game, there was a particular cutscene that we failed to watch, to be able to watch, because I accidentally did not speak with Jade, who I apparently needed to talk to, who I thought I needed to talk to, but I did not. And we looked for a YouTube video for it. I couldn't find it. So what I've instead done is I actually made my way back to that specific point in the story in the other save file that we had, just so that we could watch that cutscene in the actual game. I felt like that would just be better than doing the alternative of, you know, looking for some random YouTube video and watching it like that. Now, it just feels a little bit more genuine, so that's what I ended up doing. Also less annoying, because I don't want to scavenge through YouTube videos just to find out one cutscene and then put it up on stream. Anyways, we're gonna do that. And as you can see here, I have my side quest guide ready. There's a good number of side quests here in Macedonia, which is where we will spend a considerable portion of our time today. And my water container is apparently very sticky, and it makes my coaster keep falling off to the floor because it sticks to the bottom and then it just falls off. It's probably because it's kind of like a suction cup now that I look at it. Alright, well, whatever. That's neither here nor there. It's not important. What's important is that we're going to play some more Tales of the Abyss. So here's the save file that I made. Well, not made. Here's the save file that we had already. So, yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and make our way back to that one Jade cutscene, and that's all we need to do. And then after that, everything should be a-okay after that.
Again. Awaken. Hurry. Heed my voice. Ow.
Wait a minute, while we're watching this, we already watched this cutscene. Hey, Kilabs, welcome to the stream. Well, hold I hadn't checked my messages yet, and you just stumbled here by chance. Well, good to have you here. So we're starting off by replaying this section right here, just so we can talk to Jade again. And get that one cutscene that we missed. So, yeah. What we're doing. No, we're not gonna do anything else that we were doing here the last time. Also, I did actually update PCSX2 to its latest well, not latest, but like a newer developer build. I don't think it's gonna have a visible effect on the game. The lighting still seems to be a little bit messed up, but other than that, it was fine. You said you replayed the entire game to get... No, I did not replay the entire game. I played the save file that we had in the previous time, so I just had to refight the Arietta boss fight and go through those cutscenes, but I did not play the entire game to get over here. No. That would be way too much effort. Okay, anyways, there's Jade.
What would you do if you weren't really you?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Never mind, it was a stupid question. Forget I said anything.
Well, that was kind of short.
Someday you may hate me enough to want to kill me. Or perhaps you already do.
Well, we got 5 lines out of that whole endeavor. Well. So, the cutscene may not seem particularly important, but it is a context clue. So I guess there's that. Well, anyways, now that we're done with that, I blinked. What he say? He said, what would you do if you weren't really you? And then, you know, I was like, nah, never mind, don't answer that question. It's, again, it's a context sense, it's a slight clue of future events, but that's about it. Nothing actually that relevant to the current plot. Well, not yet at least. But you may look into that if you want. Welcome to Malkuth Inn, where I will be 300 ago. Would you be staying? No, I don't think I need to. I definitely don't need to. I'm at full health. Alright. Sounds like a dangerous Danganronpa-esque clue. I'm not sure how the Danganronpa clues work, but if they're anything like the Phoenix Wright clues, then I'm interested. Okay. And so today is the actually the next few hours will be the final hours for which you will be able to vote for the spooky game of October, be it Medieval or Condemned Criminal Origins. As of right now, Medieval is still winning by like 1 vote. Anything could happen. Anyone else could vote. I mean, it's 9 votes total, so it's not really like it's not the most popular poll in existence, but hey, you know, a few votes here and there in case something happens. I was about to elaborate on that joke, but then I realized I'd be spoiling the entire plot of one of the games. Yeah, maybe not. I know Danganronpa is a very, very spoiler heavy. So just like mentioning anything about the game will spoil something in some context. So let's down. I was flip-flopping about announcing it, but I'm thinking of Deltarune Chapter 2 as one of my spooky games for October. I don't know how spooky Deltarune is. I mean, I know Undertale has skeletons. It's kind of Halloween looking now I look at it. But is it really a horror game? That's the real question here. Anyways, we don't need this save file anymore, so we're gonna go ahead and save over it. Now we got what we needed, what we came here for. Alright, I also made sure that there wasn't anything else that we missed in Coral Castle. I do not believe that we will actually be coming back to Coral Castle to fight that boss fight, and then much later in the game for something else. But as of right now, we do not need to worry about Coral Castle. Okay. So let's start with this. You'll just have to tune in and find out. Yes. I'm sure there's some spooky stuff going on there. This Toby Fox, he seems to be a man knowledgeable of his spooks. Okay. Anyways, so we got part of one of these side quests over here done. So we need to talk with the Black Dream fan club right here. Now we need to talk to a different NPC. Somewhere. Oh, this guy. This man. Why, hello there. Perfect timing. I wanted to thank you. For what? With the bridge out, I could go back, but in Grand Coke, that jewel you gave me sold for more than enough to pay for the return passes for ship. You sold it? Yeah, thanks a lot. You can use my coach anytime. Well, once they fix the bridge anyway. So if you don't remember that guy, that's the coach man that we sold that Tyr quote unquote sold her mother's pendant to, so that we could pay for the coach to get out of Tataro Valley. And again, because we read the context clues and we are now aware that it's dependent of Tyr's mother, it's why this is so important. No. Mother. Sorry. Deltarune will only occupy 1 night, really, so I'll have to think of several other games to fill the month. Luigi's Mansion 1 and 3 are also strong contenders. That's fair enough. Have you still considered playing Resident Evil 1 during your travels of the spooky games in October? Because that's definitely a good game that I'm sure a lot of people will be playing as well. Probably the remake, but you can play the original. Come have a look, you can find anything here. Got a medicine shop. We were gonna need some magic. 18? Actually, no, I don't think I'll buy anything from here, thank you. It's actually way too expensive. Alright, let's see. Welcome, you won't find this one to successors anywhere else. tempted to not buy anything from you people because Jesus Christ, these are some expensive. I can't even afford more than 2 of your items. I'm not touching that. Y'all can keep them. Got a grocer here too. How much is? Yeah, well, okay, the bread is actually not that bad, but I guess I'll buy some rice, and that's it. Nothing else. Actually, maybe some eggs. Egg. Okay. Well, that's all I'm gonna buy. I don't need any of this meat. We're gonna go vegan for a little bit. Okay, so the thing here, word. I'm not thinking. If it's not particularly interesting NPC dialogue, I'm not compelled to read it anymore. Waste. So we actually need to go into a dark alleyway, which is actually right here. But we can't go in yet, so never mind. Maybe we'll go in there later. Maybe it's a different passageway. I'm not entirely sure. Nothing makes a difference. It's down. Okay. So there's a, oh yeah, so there's a border. This like this between this kid jumping over here and this wall. That's a border. So officially speaking, this is Malkuth. This is Kimlaska. And now we're in Malkuth. And now we're in Kimlaska. I do find it funny how they changed the ground. So over here it's just sand, whereas over here it's just rock. Well, maybe there's a little bit of sand here too, but hey, well, there you go. Can't go, that standing bongo is in the way. Wee, wee. It's having some fun. Yeah, we cannot proceed through the standing bongo. I don't know who left it there. Oh yeah, there's also a bar in between, right in the middle of the border, so you can go in from the Malkuth side and go out through the Kimlaska side. If you want, and have to, can. Government, but in order to turn sides still show the influence of their respective countries. So this is more like a middle ground. Area. Like it's not necessarily part of its own continent, but neither is it affiliated with the other 2 continents or governments. But it is affiliated with them, just not entirely ruled by them. You almost said an old Simpsons joke, where Homer giddily hops between the American and Australia border. Oh man. Borders can get pretty messy, especially there's actually a I believe I'm not sure if it's in Toronto or in Vancouver, but you know, one of those like southern Canadian cities. One of them has an actual shared border with the United States, where the city itself goes into another United States city. I think it's probably like Toronto, Detroit? Maybe? Well, maybe one of those. But point is, in the actual line of the border, going through that line there is a library. And if you go in from the United States side of the library and you want to go through the Canadian side, you need a visa for it. And vice versa, if you're going to the Canada side, you need a visa to go out to the United States side. You know, so even in little things like just a little library, if officially speaking, it is on 2 different sides of the border, then you need to have official paperwork to traverse it properly. Now, I'm sure people don't really mind that much, but officially speaking, you do need to do that. I'd imagine a lot of people that live in that area have the visas for it anyways. Okay. There's also there's a lot of countries that, like, you know, right at the border with another country, a lot of people will just constantly travel between the 2 countries for like groceries and stuff. For example, in Singapore, groceries and clothing and all of that stuff costs an arm and a leg. But in Malaysia, which is right across the board, right across the fucking street for Singapore, people just drive up to Malaysia to get their groceries instead of buying them at Singapore. It's much cheaper, and there is a Malaysian city at the border with Singapore, so works out. Oh hey Brian, I forgot to make my presence known, but been watching for 10 minutes. Oh hi, well, I hope you have been enjoying the stream. Azure belongs to some guy named Astor. You've got to wonder just how much this guy makes. A lot of money. A lot of freaking money is how much he makes. Okay. Well, let me continue searching over here. Making sure I'm not missing anything. Words can ask a marketplace. All weapons and armor merchants do business here. Maybe it's back here. Okay, no, it's this side. This is where we gotta go. So this is the man for the job. There's also a scorpion over there. But primarily we have to talk to this dude. What for this guy? Me, and Lion Man. And Lion Man? Oh, I've heard of those. It's a magical creature from fairy tales of Altrant. That's just a story. Oh well, does it really matter? The person inside the costume seems to enjoy playing the role. Me and Lion Man, you give me apple gel. Huh? Me, you give you good thing in return. Sure. Okay, here you go. Okay. The Ant Lion Man and the Wasp. Hey, don't throw it away. This be a good thing in return. We learned to make fried chicken out of that exchange. Hey, it really is something good. I don't quite understand what that was about, but let's go ahead and take it. Let's play again sometime. That gel. It's covered in sand and swallowed. This guy is sure getting into character. No kidding. So the Ant Lion Man. Yeah, he's quite a character. I feel like every Tales of game has one of these. Fried chicken with ants. Alright. Is there anything else I need to know about this man? Doesn't say anything. Nope, just... yeah, squish squish. Feel good. I'm trying to give him that, somewhat, like, halfway through the Scarecrow's voice from Conker's Bad Fur Day. You know, context sensitive. But anyways, you have an armor shop. Welcome, you're on shop to protect your head. Well, actually, these aren't that expensive as compared to some of the other stuff we've been seeing. But is it worth it? That's for real. That's way more expensive, actually. I don't know. I'm gonna okay, fine. I'll get some leather boots. That might actually be useful for something. So Guy already has some leather boots. Both Tyr and Jade have... actually, hold on, let me check something here. Who has more defense? Status. Jade, you have 125 and 170, whereas Tyr has 117 and 149. Okay, so Tyr should probably get the boots, because she needs more defense. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. What does fried chicken do anyway? It cures poison. Somehow, I'm not entirely sure how, but, well, we got enough for it. You can also make fried fish. Actually, it just says meat / fish. It doesn't specify chicken. So this is just fried meat. Whatever meat you got. You got pork chops, we can fry those. We got chicken, we can fry that. You got fish, you get... I don't think I've ever eaten fried steak. Can you fry steak? I wouldn't. I don't know, that sounds like that sounds like the kind of meat that doesn't really go well fried, but I mean, I guess you can probably do it. Okay. Anyways. Oh, I should probably set up the shortcut. So let's give Anis the rice bowl over here, and then Anis can also cook the spaghetti, and then Anis can also cook the sandwich, and then Anis can also cook the fried chicken. Again, Anis is the best cook. It makes sense that she cooks it. Chicken fried steak, it's delicious. Really? Here's the thing is chicken fried steak. I've never heard of that, but I'll have to look it up. Don't you love JRPG food where half of everything cures poison? It's popular in the south and it's indeed quite tasty. Cracker Barrel's chicken fried steak is awesome. I don't think I've ever been to Cracker Barrel. I've bought cheese. I bought Cracker Barrel brand cheese, but not actually been to Cracker Barrel. Guess maybe if I ever go, I'll try some chicken fried steak. Welcome, all the weapons you need, right here. No, I'm okay. Stuff in this game is expensive, man, jeez. You're planning to go to Backloggery by ship? Okay, nope, nothing important. You have a side quest. You're from Radical, aren't you? Yeah, we are. What about it? Is it true that you can sell food and healing items for a lot of money in Radical? Yeah, it's true. You can't import them directly, so they're more valuable than other products. Really? Yeah, they normally come in via Macedonia, so there are taxes too. I knew it. That's just like I thought. What is? That's a secret. To make money, you've got to be able to sense which way the winds are blowing. Thanks, Sonny. Let me give you something as thanks. What should you want? I love that, but I'll take some food, I guess. 3 beef. Yeah, and some chicken too, and rice. Well, guess we can sell stuff in Backloggery. Really get it. Well, anyway, let's just take them and be grateful. You can use that, but okay. So what she's trying to explain here is that there's a bit of a mechanic in the game. I think I've explained this before already, but I'll explain it again because it's relevant now. So throughout the course of the game, not only will different shops sell similar items at different prices, but the same shop at different points in the game will adjust their prices. And selling is actually not a bad thing to do. In some cases. Obviously not here, but if we have some food on us, I guess we can try to sell it in Backloggery, and then we'll actually get a good amount of money out of it. So that's the thing you can do. Okay, anyways, it's not like a prime cut of meat, but it's thin for a steak, and it's covered in breadcrumbs or batter like fried chicken, and usually served with chicken gravy and mashed potato. Mashed potato, yes. I had mushroom soup and a bigger than expected pizza for lunch, and I'm still not hungry, but the temptation is growing. Jesus, that's expensive. Yeah, it's definitely a thing. Here at the weapon shop, but oh, there's multiple weapon shops. Well, this broadsword, I'm pretty sure we're actually gonna get one of those. All right, this guy also has. See, right here. Okay, so 1560. How much were you selling it for? Was it the same price? No, 1680. She's selling it for more. There you go. You actually have to pay attention to what you're buying here. All right. Can also be served in breakfast plate, which is what I usually get at Cracker Barrel or IHOP. Ah, I see. That's right. I guess I'll have to try this this chicken fried steak, but not before I try the Little Caesars crazy calzone. I'm still very interested in trying that thing. Okay. Chainmail, I can't really. Well, the rare mail is pretty good, but it also costs 675,000, which is 2 digits more than what I have. So no, I'm not gonna bother with that. Actually, I don't think I'm gonna buy anything. We're just gonna keep going. Did I get IHOP on my way out of Georgia? I mean, yeah, IHOP's alright. Not. I know some people are like big fans of IHOP. I'm just like a regular fan of it. I mean, I have gone there a few times. I do enjoy their food. But unless IHOPs are a big rarity in your area, then I don't think it's that special. Personally, I would go to a locally owned place to get breakfast or lunch or whatever you want. But I mean, it's up to you. Okay. Anyways, let's save again. But they're serving pumpkin spice pancakes right now. You know what? I've never tried pumpkin spice pancakes. I have tried something that was pumpkin spice, but I don't remember what it was. Because freaking everything in October has a pumpkin spice variant. It wasn't coffee. I've never tried pumpkin spice coffee. Not a pumpkin pie. Or maybe it was. It might have actually been a pumpkin pie. Then again, good question. Ice cream? You know what? It might have just been like pumpkin flavored candy. Nothing particularly special at the end of the day. Maybe I really should try something a little bit more complex than just like pumpkin candy. Tried this leche style pancakes at Denny's once. Diabetical plates of deliciousness. There's leche style pancakes. That sounds pretty good. I mean, pancakes are usually sweet, taste nice. And Denny's, I've been to Denny's once or twice. Alright. That is similar to IHOP in a way. Yes, I've also seen several grocery stores selling pumpkin/chocolate chip cookies. Actually, yeah, I saw those at I saw those today. They were like the Pepperidge Farm cookies. That yeah, they had pumpkin spice chips. And I guess they also had chocolate chips. I'm not sure. But they definitely had pumpkin something. Are you planning to go to Backloggery? Wait, I already talked to this guy. Okay. Frozen apples for your sea voyage. Can you freeze? Can you freeze apples? Like, I feel like there's only some produce that you can freeze, and I've never seen a frozen apple. I mean, I've seen apple juice, which is cold but not frozen, and I may have seen apple flavored ice cream once or twice, but I don't know about frozen apples. But okay, sure, whatever. As much as I love breakfast food, I usually prefer to enjoy it when I make it myself. Yes. You see? That's how it is. Okay, okay, so the thing with me is that somebody the other day actually kind of pointed out exactly what I think of breakfast. I like breakfast food. I just don't like eating at breakfast time. Or like anything heavy at breakfast time. It's too early for anything more than like toast with coffee or anything, or something along those lines. Too much. Freeze some apple cider into an ice crate tray and put it in your iced tea or iced coffee. No idea if it actually tastes good or not. You'd have to experiment. But maybe. Yes. I was just talking about something and I completely forgot what I was talking about. Yes, breakfast food at breakfast time. I do not like eating that early after I wake up. Like, you gotta give me at least 4 hours before I'm ready for a full meal. And sometimes I don't get that because my mom is ready to make breakfast at like, 11 a.m. and I wake up at 10 a.m. So I just have to stuff my mouth anyways. But again, the food itself is delicious. I'm just not ready for something that heavy at that time. Okay, good day, Master Luke. That's why I like Bojangles breakfast options all day. You know what? My mom and I actually went into a Bojangles once. And then she didn't like anything from the menu, so she was like, nah, that's not it here. And ever since then, I've never been to a Bojangles, so the one chance I had to try the place, we didn't get anything. So, maybe I should... I do know where there's a Bojangles around here. So maybe I'll give it a shot one of these days if I'm in the mood for some breakfast food at like 6 p.m. Okay. They said the concentrate from the upper level. Right. Quite different? You're quite different. Perhaps because I'm so used to sleeping as long as possible and rushing to eat before work. I don't advise that, but I mean, but sure. If there is a habit that you just had to get into because of the circumstances, that's understandable. Look von Fabre and the emissaries, I presume. What's the status of the ship to Backloggery? Preparations are currently underway. Why not partake in some sightseeing around town while you wait? We already did all that. That's why. What pains is this? Some random... He's not important. He doesn't look important. Why don't we take this opportunity to investigate that phone disk? We did a phone disk analysis machine. I believe Mr. Azure of the Macedonia Merchants Guild has one. Look, let's stop by there for a minute. He'll probably be busy after we get back to Backloggery and all. I do wonder what's on it. Well, okay. I want to take a look around anyway. We already did that! Where's Azure? Where's this Azure anyway? Azure's mansion stands in the middle of town. It actually straddles the Kimlaska-Malkuth border. We just have to head up there, right? Let's go. Yeah, but as long as we're here, why don't we do a little shopping? Macedonia is the trade capital of the world, after all. Sure, why not? Sounds like fun. Look, we bought some meat, that's all you're getting. Guy, what are you planning to do with that phone disk anyway? Nothing in particular, I'm just curious as to what's on it. I figured there might be something interesting about the 6th God General. Yeah? Indeed, that is definitely a possibility. Though it could, of course, be nothing more than simple technological primer. Maybe it's a diary. Yeah, right. You never know. Now, that would certainly be an enjoyable find. Enjoyable? Whatever it is, we'll have to wait for the end analysis to find out for sure. Well, we'll have to see. I love their chicken biscuits the most. Hash browns and bowberries, which is a biscuit covered in icing and berries, aka diabetic nightmare of deliciousness. Biscuit covered in icing and berries. Like, I feel like normally you would replace the biscuit with like a cupcake or a muffin or something in that equation, but biscuit. I mean, I've tried biscuit with like a chicken biscuit sandwich with jelly, like grape jelly, but was it grape jelly or was it something else? Or, jelly of some description. Okay. In just a few days, they ought to rename the dish to blueberries. If they don't rename the blueberries, I will then make a trip up there. Yeah. Speaking of boo stuff, because there's always a freaking new Mountain Dew flavor. The spooky flavor of this year is Mountain Dew Boo Dew. It's I've been meaning to try it, but they only have the 12 packs, and I don't want to buy that much. And if they just had a 6-pack, I'll be willing to give it a shot. Preparation for departure on the way. Okay, also Ryan has sent something in the oh, that's what it looks like. I'm just gonna take a closer look at that. So there it is. There's the biscuit berry thing. That actually looks alright. Whole berry biscuit. Yeah. And I'll give that a shot. And that looks relatively tasty. Okay. That and let's see. Is there anything else that we have to do in here in Macedonia? Side quest white? No, we got all the side quests that we needed. Okay. Go ahead and back over here. Usually I can't quite place the flavor and there's a peculiar aftertaste. Not bad though, and so the berries are baked into the biscuit. It's basically is a muffin at that point, but with 200% more butter. Yeah, that's basically just... With that much equation, you basically just have to add a chicken tender on top of that. And you'll have a chicken biscuit sandwich. I mean, sounds quite tasty. Yeah, my bad. I said covered in, but the berries are in it. Okay, so the berries are baked into it, not literally like tossed on top of it. That's what was getting me confused. You know, that image now makes more sense. Okay. And waste. Let me get some water too. Okay. So there's Astor's mansion. Quite a nice place. He's got a clear view of the moon. For some reason. But okay, here's a cat. And then here's you. So that's really over to Macedonia. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Anyway, today I read that Blue Yeti microphones are going to be. You can now download a software from Blue themselves that basically gives you voice modifiers for only for Blue.
Oh my, Phone Master Ion.
A taster. Only for Yeti microphones, not Snowball microphones. So hey, maybe it's a good thing that I just got this one because that's good timing. Yeah, mental. So. And I bet again, it's free for as long as it's only compatible with Blue Yetis. But I have one, so there you go. I'm gonna see if I can give that a shot and make my voice echoey when we're reading like epic passages from God of War, or give myself a robotic voice if we're voicing like a robot character. Or, I don't know. I'll have to take a look at it. But yeah.
If only you'd let me know you were coming, I'd have prepared a grand welcome for you.
It's fine. We're trying to keep a low profile.
Was it? You can't really get a good look of him from here, but this dude does look like Wario, Mr. Astor.
I have a favor I'd like to ask.
Name it. The Macedonia Merchants Guild is always at your service, Phone.
We want to read the data from this phone disk.
Leave it to me. You there.
See, I told you he just looks like freaking discount Wario or Waluigi.
Analyze that phone disk and deliver the results to him.
Yes, sir.
You could go full Desert P with a Miku voice filter. I've actually considered, sometimes I actually considered using a sex change voice filter just for shits and giggles. And there's a particular way in which I thought of using it, which would actually be quite hilarious if I pull it off. Maybe for April Fools or something. Anyways. See what else we can do here. But obviously there's like demon voices and basically any weird voice that you heard from a Germa stream
You know this guy?
should be there.
It's thanks to the phone master that we were able to establish this place of exchange on the border.
The Merchants Guild contributes large amounts of money to Doth. In return, the Order enforces the recognition of Chesidonia as an autonomous state.
So Chesidonia kind of feels like... What's a good comparison for countries? Because we already compared the physical geography of Chesidonia. But now the political geography of Chesidonia makes them a bit more like... What, like Singapore? I guess. You know, just a micronation. It's a micronation. Micronations are usually very good for business.
You must be really rich, Aster. I can't handle it. Wow, I wish I lived in a place like this.
So Andis only loves money, not people. Duly noted.
Here are the results of the analysis, sir. Thanks.
That's a lot.
I guess we'll read them on the ship.
Then let's be going. Thank you for your assistance.
Anytime you need something, please, don't hesitate to let me know.
Oh no, someone out there ships Anis and Aster, don't they? I'm sure if you look in the deep, dark corners of the internet, you will find some Anis and Astor stories. But personally, the only stories that I've really... The only ships that I've seen with in Tales of the Abyss are like particularly pushed, I guess, is Look with Tyr, because you know that they are the two main characters. That makes sense. Pretty sure Look with Guy, because there's a lot of Fuyoshis in the Tales of community. And then Jade with the 6th party member that we haven't met yet. But and there's a particular artist on Pixiv that really likes the pairing of Jade with that other person. And they make a lot of fan art for that. Very high quality fan art too, should I add. But okay. Come to realize most of my sentences start with "oh no" when Anis is involved. She does kind of give you that that impression, unfortunately. Alright. Anyways, well, we got the discs. I guess now we just get out of here? Probably? Most likely.
Ah, here you are. The ship is ready. Please come to the Kamlaska side port.
I think.
Look out!
Oh no, made him drop his stuff, and might have also applied a seal, but mainly just made him drop his stuff.
Hand those over!
I want to.
We shouldn't cause a scene here. To the ship.
Damn it, they just don't give up.
You're not getting away!
Well, there we go. So do they tag their art with TOA or something else? I believe, yeah, they should be tagging it with TOA because Tales of Arise should be TO Arise instead of TOA. I'm pretty sure that was established back in the day, but I guess you could also, if you want to, you could also look into the Japanese spelling of Tales of the Abyss, which is... I mean, if you go to the Tales of Wiki and you look up Tales of the Abyss, it should have the spelling right there and then you can look it up. But yeah, generally it should be TOA for Tales of the Abyss. I told you about the problem with that tag despite how popular it seems to be. Yeah.
Get this ship moving, now.
Excuse me?
We're being chased, hurry.
That's not the right tone of voice to use there, Luke. I feel like you're not being urgent enough. Sink, you also don't have the right tone of voice for a lot of this stuff. You need to put more emotion in that, man. Which I understand that Sink's voice actor also does Ion. Well, voice actress, I guess I should say. You know, that tone of voice for Ion works because Ion is calm and collected, but Sync, they just have a bit more energy on that.
Looks like you blew this one, Sync.
You know, Mr. Dist over here, he's got it. He's got the mojo.
Oh, it's you.
Leave the rest to me. With my ultra super hyper high grade phonic technology, I'll flay that conniving long-haired four-eyed. Stop, come back, I'm not done talking.
I don't think anybody wants to hear you, though.
I marked the one named Guy with a curse slot. I can make him my puppet at any time.
Oh, well, that's what that is.
As for you, make sure you properly dispose of those documents from the Fomicry project.
Now, who do you think you are? Just you wait, I'm putting this down in my revenge journal.
You have a revenge journal? Oh, you are a pompous man. You can't get more pompous than having an inexplicably levitating lounge chair, yes. This is a character. Not really one of the more noteworthy villains in here. Just out of personality.
If we made it this far, we should be in the clear.
It's almost as though they never animated him walking, so they just made him his chair fly. Actually, you might be right about that. I don't think that he ever walks. He does float a lot, but I feel like doing that is easier than actually making a walking animation.
Damn, I lost part of the documents when Sync attacked.
Let me see them. Looks like isophone research.
And what's an isophone?
3.141-592-653-589-793-23846. This is Lorelei's phonon frequency.
So pi. Pi is Lorelei's phonon frequency.
Lorelei? Isophones? Phonon frequencies? What the heck are you talking about?
Lorelei is the name for the aggregate sentience of the seventh phonon.
And what?
When a certain amount of a particular phonon gathers together, it becomes sentient.
Oh, so it's a group. A group of 7 phonons is called a Lorelei. Just like a murder of birds, like a murder of crows. Okay,
Control
sure.
that, and you can perform high-level phonic arts.
Each one has a name. The first phonon sentience is called Shadow. The sixth is called Rem, and so on.
Okay, well, shadow is a regular word. Rem is not. Why?
Lorelei
Okay,
still
sure.
hasn't been observed. Its existence is hypothetical.
Huh. How come all of you know this stuff?
Of course, it all makes sense now. The phonons are all birds.
Well, it's actually common knowledge.
It's okay, Luke. You can't help it. Just keep learning from here on and you'll be fine.
Is it just me? Or are you being a lot nicer to Luke all of a sudden?
I mean, she did learn more about his memory loss being, like, really, really freaking serious.
I don't know what you mean.
I mean, I still don't agree that you should be that nice to Luke, but by all means.
Oh, also, all matter emits a phonon frequency. They're like fingerprints. No two frequencies are the same.
Way to change the subject. Very smooth.
Be quiet, Guy. Isophones are 2 entities that have the exact same phonon frequency. Of course, they don't exist unless artificially created.
Of course, if isophones were common, we'd have our hands full with hyperresonances all over the place. Isophone research holds potential for weapons development, so the military has their eye on it.
That Fomicry technology they worked on a long time ago can make isophones, right?
I guess we don't talk about Fomicry.
Fomicry is like a copy machine, right?
Both Jade and Iron were against that idea.
No, replicas created through Fomicry are mere imitations. A replica may look identical, but its phonon frequency is different. One can't produce isophones that way.
What the hell are you all talking about? Enough of this complicated stuff. Jade can read those documents on his...
Emergency! A large number of monsters and an unidentified phone text signature approaching from Macedonia.
Oh no, they're here.
That was a timed explosion. Oh, here we are. Let's fight some dudes.
We have no choice.
Alright, we're playing as Anis. So here's how Anis plays. I think we have played as her before. But there you go.
You are no match for me.
Okay. So Luke learned Overlimit, good job. I already said this video to you months ago, but this would be a great place for that Sesame Street clip with the Martian saying, "On, on," or however he says it. Yes, I do remember that video. In fact, I think we watched it on stream. Alright, well. Anyways, who's invading? Probably this. He can actually fly here.
To stop Ian and the letter from reaching Kimlaska?
You don't suppose they try to just sink the whole ship, do you?
I mean, maybe.
Master, what do we do? I can't swim.
But you can fly.
Shut up and drown.
But if they intended to sink us, they wouldn't come storming aboard.
Then they're trying to take it over.
So then, I guess we have to secure the bridge before they do, huh?
Exactly.
Why do those Oracle guys want to start a war so badly? What a pain.
There's no time for complaints. Let's go.
Well, here we are. The Oracle Knights attack. Ah, why do they keep attacking us? Let's see, there's nowhere to run. That's probably why they keep attacking. Oh, I wouldn't give them that much credit. Colonel, why do you look so relaxed? Did you just say we need to hurry? It's just your imagination. As you said, we ought to hurry to the bridge before things get worse. Yes, let's hurry. This is meticulous plan, yet silly attacks remind me of... Oh, well, I just hope my premonition turns out to be groundless. Nah, it's probably this, if that's what you're thinking. Guys, I need help. I'm playing Wreckfest and I want to get another car. Which should I get based on names alone? Star Beast or Road Slayer? I feel like Road Slayer fits you more. That sounds more like a metal band's name or song or album. Star Beast sounds cool. But Road Slayer sounds dangerous. Okay. Anyways. If I were 8 labs, I'd get Star Beast. I guess it depends on... I mean, again, from name alone, it's... I would probably go with Star Beast as well, but, you know, looking at the science and all that stuff, then I might actually change my opinion. Anyways, I guess he's been getting a little bit better, so we'll give him a shot. Luke can be in the party for a little bit. Only for a little bit. Like 1 or 2 battles, just to make sure. Or he starts being an asshole again. Also, another interesting thing about Luke, just his character in general, is that Luke's character archetype is very similar. Well, not his character archetype, his purpose in the story is very similar from Titus in Final Fantasy X, where he's basically a fish out of water. So because Luke lost all of his memories and literally doesn't know anything about the world, it gives the writers an opportunity to explain the lore and how everything works in the world of Tales of the Abyss through the eyes of the character who doesn't understand anything. Just like how in Final Fantasy X, Titus, you know, he's thrown into this well, it's not really a brand new world, but it's the same world many years later, where everything is completely different now. So, you know, you learn about the world of Spira alongside Titus, just like in here you learn about Aldrunt with Luke. Difference being, Titus was a little bit annoying, but like he at least cooperated somewhat. Luke, he just wants people to shut up every time they start explaining anything. So that's not really helpful. But whatever. Anyways. It is naturally a common character archetype, so you know, when the world is particularly complicated to explain, It's good to have a character like that. Tales of the Abyss in particularly, because of the whole phonons and how they work, you do need to have a lot of explanations for them. For how this world works, because it's really weird. It doesn't make that much sense unless you explain unless you thoroughly explain it to somebody. Though then again, every Tales of game does have a little bit of that, but I feel like Abyss in particularly has some pretty complex lore. And it was you. Expect the captain for vision to ride, but never imagined this. Oh, you got some. Oh, here's a new one, a scimitar. Got a cane. I could buy some stuff, but maybe I'll buy a cane. Maybe not. You know what? Since I'm going to be playing it, well, hold on, actually. Let me check something about Anis. What are you wearing right now? White cloak. So that's how much. That's what you have on you. Whereas, I feel like we've had this chain guard for a long time. Maybe Tyr deserves a new armor more than yeah, 127, whereas for, yeah, it's a bigger increase for Tyr than it is for Anis. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and buy one. No, just one. There you go. Okay, there. I want to give it to Tyr. We don't have that much money. We have to be careful. Okay. Watch a transparency video solely focused on the Titus laughing scene and how it misinterpreted the entire game for a generation of gamers. It is taken out of context, yes. So to summarize, Titus laughs like that intentionally. Like he's genuinely trying to, like, you know, after a particular event, he's trying to lighten up the mood. So he does an intentionally stupid sounding laugh to, you know, lighten up the mood. And guess what? What a lot of people don't know is that after the silly Titus laugh, it is followed by a genuine laugh from Titus and Yuna. So it's intentional. I watched Pekra play Final Fantasy X, and guess what? The Japanese dub also has Titus laughing, like, very forcibly, intentionally, and then once again he laughs normally. It's yeah, things, you know, it's very meme worthy out of context, but if you get the context, it makes sense. You know, that's why you always have to specify that this thing is funny out of context. Like Kingdom Hearts out of context is very funny. Kingdom Hearts in context, it's just fucking confusing. So I prefer Kingdom Hearts out of context. But you know, that's not gonna work with every game. So you gotta be careful. Excellent channel, by the way, I can't get enough of it. Have you ever heard of someone pronounce scimitar as scimitar? Can't say that I've heard it pronounced like that. But I don't know what the official pronunciation of that word is. I'm assuming it's scimitar and not scimitar, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Hi, you're here. Well, hey, fine. You want to fight somebody? You want to go, dude?
You're dead. Check this out.
Okay. There we go. Well, I just gotta take care of him.
Oh, are you done fighting already?
Yeah, yes, we are. Okay. And ways. There's a chest here. Oh, this has just already been opened. But by who? Is this the same ship that we were boarding before? If so, how come I didn't find that treasure chest from last time? Whatever. Let me take care of this Oracle Knight first. Okay. There we go. Always take care of the spellcasters first. There we go.
Come on, if you don't try harder, then it's just annoying.
Okay, yeah, and this is actually not that bad to play as. I would say the best characters to play as is definitely Luke if you're a beginner and you're not quite familiar with the game's mechanics. But if you get how it works, if you have an idea of how to play a Tales of game, then go ahead and play with like Anis or Guy, maybe even Jade. Jade does have some amount of function to him. Hey, there's a captain. So much deck in us. I have to stay here. Please go and check the deck. Well, a good captain does stay with the ship up until everyone else has left it. Unlike the captain from, I don't remember the name of it, but there was a ship going to like, what was it, like Sweden or some northern European countries, and the ship got set on fire. A lot of people were gonna die, and one of the first people to leave the ship was the captain. So there you go. A robot! Yes, we have a robot indeed. Here's a little guy. Now it belongs to me, the great Barolo X. Give back that phone stone. No, we're going to use it in an experiment. This would be a perfect opportunity for me to get that robot filter report. I wasn't forward thinking enough, so I didn't get the program before I started streaming. That would have been perfect, but I didn't. That's exactly how I read that while reading your message. Scimitar. Ow. Well, there you go. What's going on? A weird robot stole the phone sound fragment. Phone sound fragment? Does he want it for phone tech work? Most likely. And considering the tacky design of that robot, I have a feeling I know who's behind this. You do, Colonel? Unfortunately, I think so. At any rate, the phone stone fragment is a valuable resource. Let's get it back. This barrel X across the heaving deck. Anyone caught running when the deck begins to shake will stumble, opening them up to monsters from above. When the ship is shaking, approach barrel X by walking slowly. Okay, cool. There is a walkie button. There we go. Yeah, Wedgery wants to eat it for a snack. The heaving deck. Yeah, interesting choice of words. Don't interfere. You don't want to get smashed. Hand over that phone stone. That's extortion. You're evil, but I'm scared, so I'll give it back. That is quite a fun robot. You haven't heard the last of me. Can't believe he's dead. Ran away. Is it okay for it to get wet? Naturally, we'll leave it alone. Also, I can't help but point out that this, like, tense music has been playing through the entire thing. But there you go. Well, anyway, we got the phone stone fragment back. Here we go. Thanks. Not much, but you can have this as thanks. I don't need it anyway. A nobile. Oh, okay. And some winged boots. That's important. That's a key item, actually. And it makes us run faster, like in the world map. And then nobile is a capacity core. Let's see who should equip that. I'm not hooking. Capacity core. And it's what are you? Well, what does it do? Phone on attack and phone on defense. So either Tyr or Jade should have that. I'm gonna give it Jade. Yeah, Jade probably benefits more from that than Tyr does. Where did the little guy even come from? Well, Jade knows where he comes from. I know where he comes from, but guess we'll find out soon enough. Okay. I was gonna say something about this. Yeah, right. When the last time we were on the ship, I was confused because I remembered there was this particular side quest, but I wasn't seeing it start. Anyways, you can see here the increased running speed. You might not notice it too much, but if you're playing the game, it does definitely feel like we're going faster. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and cook before we go in here because I'm pretty sure we're about to have to deal with someone. Let me make sure everybody. I don't want you to use Raging Blast. Look, that knocks down. I don't like that. Otherwise, we can use all of these. These are fine. Yeah, we're fine. I've actually been meaning to make a poll for the past couple days. Well, I'll explain after this boss fight, but it will be relevant.
It's their leader. Let's hurry up and finish this.
This voice actor had so much fun.
Listen, you ignorant savages, and you shall hear my beautiful name. I am the most graceful member of the 6 God Generals, the one and only Dist the...
Why, if it isn't Dist the Runny.
The Rose! R-O-S-E, Rose! Dist the Rose!
You mean Dis the Reaper.
Silence! I refuse to accept that name. It's Rose. Rose!
He really wants to be as fashionable as possible.
What, you know him?
I'm in the Oracle Knights too, so... But why do you know him, Colonel?
That second laugh sounded so low quality I thought you installed a soundboard and played a Tom and Jerry clip. No. Well, that was genuinely from the voice actor, which I'm gonna have to look up after this.
I, the genius Dist, once counted that duplicitous snake Jade amongst my friends.
Which Jade is that? I don't know any Jades with such poor taste in friends.
What did you say?
Careful now. You know how your nose runs when you get mad.
They clearly know each other very well, actually.
No, it doesn't!
This is stupid.
They're off in their own little world.
Enough of this. Now, hand over the phone disk data.
You mean this?
How careless, Jade.
You can have them. I've already memorized their contents.
Yep.
I'm being mocked by savages. When you taste the pain of my super, ultra gorgeous arts, you'll regret what you've done.
Well, he doesn't have a running animation, but he does have a kicking animation. Like a kicking in place animation. His name is dangerously close to the word dits. Well, that's for a reason, as you can see from his personality. Anyways, here's our new enemy of the day. The Kaiser Dist R. This thing. Look at this dude. He looks like a rejected Sonic the Hedgehog boss fight. It's weak to water, so we'll go ahead and do a thing here. Hey, Jade. Don't use Stalagmite or Energy Blast. I guess you can use Sonic Spear if you want, but mostly just use Splash.
Whoa,
Ow.
that was intense.
You watch out too.
Okay. There we go. Okay. There we go. This'll do it. There's some damage. Yeah, we should be able to take care of him pretty quickly. We'll cast some spells while we're back here. Alright. I think I've literally seen this Hodgepop robot made out of wood and Dicky in Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. It is quite a silly machine. There we go. Got some spells for it. There we go. Not weak to lightning, but I mean, it'll do something. There we go. Well, if we're gonna be from a distance, might as well just keep it safe. Okay. Actually, hold on a second. Jade? Jade, my man. I know you have some arts with you, but on second thought, don't use Sonic Spear. Just stand back and splash him. Okay, it does cost 18 TP though. If I guess you can use this too as well. Why not? Okay, hold on. I guess I want to do this again just so I can.
Are you going overboard with your arts?
But it feels so good.
As I would appreciate it if you didn't say that. Actually, I want to go ahead and just use a freaking, what's the name of it? Not a lemon gel, an orange gel on Anis. Okay, how close is it to dying? Not that close, but we'll get it. There we go, this will do some damage. Hopefully, maybe. Okay. It actually has a lot of defense, though. Ow.
Sonic Thrust! Sonic Spear!
Okay, so if you... Obviously, if you're able to cancel the spells while attacking, you'll be able to get away from stuff kind of quickly. But otherwise, you should be... Okay, what? How much? 3,171. Actually, Tyr, you in particular need to be Goron TP, because you need to be our healer. Okay. Okay. Okay, just kind of run around it too. Let's see. Get some spells from a distance. And then one more, just for good measure, so that we can get the thing in there. It doesn't do as much damage as I thought it would. There we go. Well, there's perfect. We took care of this robot machine, man. And we're gonna go ahead and cook some rice balls for celebration. I mean, we shouldn't actually, because we're about to get healed. What? That's fine, never mind. What did we gain from that? Everybody gained a level? You learn center and AD over limit. So pretty much everybody has over limit now. Well, okay, not Anis. But I'm sure she will in the next level. And she'd be the last one to get over limit. So that's great. Much weight did we get? 11.58. So we did lose some from taking damage. And using a recovery item. But other than that, it wasn't too bad. The fight seemed pretty unremarkable. I didn't even see that boss launch any unique attacks. Yeah, I didn't have any unique attacks. And well, there this goes.
Hey, look.
It'll take more than that to kill him. He has the tenacity of a cockroach. Right now, I'm off to check the bridge.
I'll go with you. Ladies, please protect Luke and Ion.
Don't tell me you're afraid of us, guy.
He literally has a phobia for you, yes.
No, of course not.
What should we do?
Let's check to see if anyone's injured.
Yes, you're right. It's not easy being a messenger of peace.
You got that right.
Anyways, yeah, some boss fights in this game are kind of easy. All things considered, like, Tales of the Abyss is really not that hard compared to some other Tales of games. Like, compared to Tales of Vesperia and Graces, it's very simple.
It is an honor. I am Goldberg, commander of the 1st Division Kimlaska Lanvaldia Royal Forces.
Tales of Vesperia is hard. It's fun, but hard.
Congratulations on your safe return.
Yeah.
A carrier pigeon arrived with a message from Count Almondine. He said you were traveling with an emissary of peace from the Malkuth Empire.
I'm Ion, phone master of the Order of Lorelei. I bear a letter from His Imperial Majesty Emperor Peony IX of the Malkuth Empire.
It's true, everyone in this game has such a long title. Can't you people just, like, cut it down a little bit? Like, we don't need this, man. Jesus.
May I ask an audience with His Majesty King Ingibert VI?
Of course. General Cecile here will be responsible for escorting you to the castle.
Brigadier General Cecile, at your service.
You look like Saber.
Is something wrong?
You actually look like Saber in just a different outfit.
No. Excuse me. I'm Guy, a servant of Luke's.
So I guess you know something about her, Guy? 'Cause that was a reaction.
Locrian Sergeant Tyr Grant's 1st Platoon Oracle Knights Intelligence Division.
I mean, admittedly, Cecile kind of looks like she could be related to Guy. They're both blonde and well, I know this, but it's not particularly important information. She also has a sword.
Ionian Sergeant Anis Tatlin, Oracle Knights Phone Master Guard.
So look at that. That's 9 words for one person. God.
Colonel Jade Curtis, commander of the 3rd Division, Malkuth Imperial Forces. I represent His Imperial Majesty.
You're the Jade Curtis?
You taught me a painful lesson in our battle in northern Macedonia, General Cecile.
You must be joking. My forces were virtually wiped out.
You're well known as the Emperor's personal confidant, Colonel. If you're here, Malkuth must indeed be serious.
Tensions along the border are greater now than at the start of the Hard War. We have no choice but to be serious.
Correct. Well then, Luke, my Battical Defense Unit will escort you back to your home.
Hold on. Ion asked me to speak to Uncle on his behalf. I'm taking him to the castle.
Thank you, Luke. I appreciate the support.
I'm impressed, Luke. You truly understand your responsibility.
For once.
Oh, yeah?
Understood. In that case, I shall send General Cecile to inform His Grace, Duke Fabre. If you would, General Cecile.
Yes, sir.
All right, now I'll get my chance to be a hero.
Sure thing, buddy.
All right then, Luke. If you'd show us the way?
Right, let's go.
Do you actually know how to get to your house, Luke? You've never been outside of it. This game trying to make... they just had to add a 3rd one. But this game trying to make a statement on pretentiousness and elitism. So it's a bit hard to take seriously since the protagonists bear their dumb title so proudly. I mean, let's see every title. Not these titles, but like, you know. Do we have more titles? I haven't looked at that. Let's see. Luke von Fabre, Luke von Fabre, son of Duke Fabre, and nephew of King Ingibert the third? One of those. You know, I wasn't talking about those titles right now. No, I know you're talking about like the full titles of the, you know, Jade Curtis, commander of the Malkuth Imperial Forces of something. Tier grants. I know Anne is Ionian Master. Ionian Oracle Master Phone Guardian Annis Grant and Annis Tatlin. That's her full title. Yeah, Ionian Ionian because Ion. Oracle because she's from the Oracle division of that. Ionian Oracle. It doesn't fucking matter. Look, it's fine. They got long titles. They got long names. They got long everything. In fact, most every character has long hair. The only one who doesn't is Guy. Because Hannes has twin tails. Yeah, Guy is literally the only character in our party who does not have long hair. Kinda weird. Okay. Anyways. So we do have, naturally, some side quests here in Badical. Also, I really like the BGM of Badical. It's very slow, but very like epic sounding, which makes sense for the city, because it is quite a large city, visually speaking. So quite impressive looking. Okay, and the waste. See, we have to have. So before we can get any side quests, we actually do need to go talk with the king. So after we talk with the king, we'll be fine. Just joke. Did something happening in the port? I mean, we got here. There were impressions of the people in our party, but nothing particularly strange or spooky. Okay. Good day, sir. Please take this air car to the Badical Castle. Alright, I guess we'll take the tram. Air car, whatever you want to call it. It's a very industrial looking city. A lot of flags, a lot of smoke, a lot of pipes, a lot of steam, a lot of flags too. I said flags earlier, didn't I? Pretty sure I did. Hey, Beyonce, you finally made welcome to the stream. We have arrived.
So this is Badical?
We have arrived at Badical. It's the capital of one of the 2 continents in the world. Welcome to all Liverpool, I guess. Yes, we're actually we're Liverpool.
You're acting like you've never seen it before.
Technically hasn't.
Can't help it. I don't remember.
Oh, that's right. You've never been outside since you lost your memory.
Wow! What a city! It goes straight up!
Yep.
You could fit 2 or 3 Chiga Woods in here! Maybe more!
If you've ever seen Kill la Kill.
This city was built on a depression in the ground, created when a phone stone fell from the sky.
This city will look kind of like the city from
Meaning that it's protected by
there.
natural walls. That's a logical design.
Damn it. It doesn't feel like I've come home at all.
Well, you live in the nice neighborhood, look. Arguably the nicest neighborhood. Kid, don't do that. Do you want an early dead, child? Because that's how you get an early dead. Just take it from me, I'm the necromancer. What is that? I should have not known. Oh, wait this long. This aircraft is always running late, just as the score says. So the score is important. I was getting. Well, actually, I guess I have to wait until this cutscene. Oh, hi. It's the dog. I see. That's our specialty. Who's she again? It's the big dude. Well, I'm just gonna give them Wario and Waluigi voices. I don't care if that's what they actually sound like. Well, we'll expect a fact check for this one. This is going to be a big job, Noir. Zip. Okay, you going thieving again? I would give Noir a Daisy voice, but I don't think I can do that. Well then, that would be all for me. Excuse me, Phone Master. That guy's getting into some shady business. Oh, is that a boy, Phone Master Ion? What do you want, old lady? Quiet, little girl. Or are you a boy? It's hard to tell. Hey, it don't matter. She can be whatever she wants. We got a great show in store for you kids. Look forward to it. Let's go, boys. Yes, ma'am. What's with them? They're dressed like circus performers. Now you mention it, they do resemble that circus trope, the Black Dream. I only saw them once a long time ago, so I'm not certain. But... What? You want to see the circus without telling me? Oh, sorry, man. I do wonder what they're up to. It sounds like they were scheming something. Yes, and they were interested in Ion. Phone Master, please be careful. Right, I will. I want to think this is a reference to the bad guys from Yatterman. I'm not familiar with them. That is what I was trying to do. Before the game kept interrupting me. Show you what Backloggery actually looks like. Again, Anis wasn't kidding. The city literally goes straight up. You can see there's only trees or any semblance of vegetation up at the top. Below, it's just industrial. It's just metal, pipelines, steam, probably poverty, and all that bad stuff. Supposed to be the castle way up at the top, but I can't see it because of the fog. Yeah, it's a pretty impressive looking place. Ah, yes, the Earth Kingdom city of Omashu. Okay. And Backloggery is pretty big. It's also called the capital of lights. I'm not entirely sure why it's called the capital of lights. It's not that bright. I mean, I guess there's a bunch of lights here on the bridge there, but I feel like there's probably a lot of dark spots in between those alleyways. What do I know? Largest capital city in the world. You know, it's funny that they say that, because I guess, technically speaking, Backloggery is the largest city in the lore, but it is not the largest city that we get to explore. There is a city bigger than this one that we'll get to actually like roam around in. So, you know, we'll get to that later. But for now, I guess, for now it is the biggest city so far. Okay. And I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but well, I mean, I just kind of messed it up right there. We got a cutscene though. After this cutscene, I'll get to it. Hey, it's Guy. Guy, how have you been? Oh, it's you girls. Your reactions are so cute. That strut. Stop it. Man just died. I can't believe that's how we lose our party member. Why aren't you a lucky fella? Jay, don't just stand there. Look, please do something. Have fun. You know what they say? Anyone who interferes with others' romances should get kicked by a horse and die. I've never heard that one, but sure, go off, man. Oh, come on. You can't leave him like this. Stop that. You're terrifying him. That's what's so cute. See you later, Guy. Next time, introduce us to your friends. Thanks, dear. You alright? Oh, I'm sorry. Why do Jade and Luke, Tear and Luke have different lighting than everyone else? Probably because there's a shadow spot right here. There isn't. So... Now, let me try something here. Yeah, the game does just like instantly turn your character model dark when it's in a shadow spot, instead of like naturally transitioning it. Yeah, you can see there's basically no transition here. Just, yeah, he just immediately goes dark. Yep. Yeah, when you stay under a thin shadow, it changes. Oh, I guess that's understandable. You know, it's PS2. There's limitations here. Over there belongs to Master Miyagi. He's famous throughout the city. I feel like, isn't that a showman? Anyways. Not right now. If you want to see him for something, you'll have to come back later. Isn't even lighting then, is it? It's more like palette changes whenever you stand on a shadow. Yeah, that might be how they do it. They change the, they have a... And here's an interesting question. Do they have multiple palette changes? Or is it just one that's slightly darker, used for every single shadow in the game? Huh, I'm gonna keep an eye out for that, because that's interesting. That is an interesting observation. Like over there used to connect to a factory to the eastern slope. Since the factory was abandoned, monsters started living in it, and nobody is allowed in. Okay. Rare service. So anyways, I've been watching a couple of clips, not full streams, but clips from Hololive talent Oro Crony, which is one of the newest members from the second generation of English members. Well, English-speaking members. And I noticed something that she does that I would like to replicate a little bit, because it's something that I am myself am very guilty of. So the way Crony speaks is that instead of speaking super fast and super rapid and frantically like I do, she speaks a little bit slower. She thinks of what she's going to say and then says it. And what that results in is that she barely has any moments of you know, there's like and stuff like that. You know, she doesn't have that. She actually speaks clearly and doesn't have those yeah, I just did it. It's a force of habit. It's something you do all the time. She doesn't do it that often. And it makes it sounds a lot more professional. I never noticed that before. Yeah, so if you think of what you're gonna say and then just say it, it sounds better. Especially because I have this new microphone that filters out noise pretty well. You don't get that weird like static noise when I'm not talking. You just get full silence. And when I say something, then you'll hear it. We can watch a clip of her after this, after we're done with the game. But yeah, you'll notice, you pay attention to how she speaks. Instead of filling the dead air with ums and uhs and there's just silence, but she keeps talking. You see, that's the key right there. We'd say and all that to fill in the dead air. But if you actually you're actually consistently making commentary, you don't have that much dead air anyways. Because you're constantly talking. That's the ideal way to do it. Never noticed that before. I think it's a matter of preference. Some creators prefer to avoid dead air at all costs. Though of course it's better if you can find something, anything to say, rather than just mumble words. If you pay attention, Vinny from Vinesauce also speaks like this. When he doesn't have anything to say, nothing. Silence. He doesn't say anything. He doesn't fill that air with and then you know. Pretty sure Germa doesn't speak like that either. He might say a little bit more than us and hms than Benny. But yeah, it feels like professionals don't do that. And you know, I'd like to be a bit more professional. So, there you go. I might start speaking a little bit slower, but hopefully a little bit more clearly as well. Because good lord, do I need some diction. I can get the score read here in Backloggery too, so I'm not worried about travel. Right, you look like you belong in Fire Emblem Awakening, sir. What do you have on your head? We have come to Backloggery from death. Even we know what's required score. I guess I could explain what the score is. So the score is basically a prophecy that everyone gets read, and it dictates the entirety of like future events that are going to happen across the world to every single person, down to like what you should have for breakfast on any given day. So people live by the score because the score dictates everything. But there's some people that think, hey, you're probably relying on that score too much. So that's an important plot detail that I'm sure will be developed in the near future. There is indeed an awakening class with a dumb helmet shaped like that. Yeah. Imagine if the Bible told you exactly what to do every day of the year. Yes, that's basically what the score is. It is a mainly religious document that dictates everything. From major events like wars and catastrophes and all of that sort of stuff, down to minute details, like what you'll find at the shop that day. And some people I think some people use that to like influence the stock market in Tales of the Abyss. Or maybe not the stock market, but you know, just the market in general. They read the score, they see what prices are going up and what prices are going down, and invest accordingly. We got medicine here. How much are your magic lenses? Okay, cheaper than in Macedonia, but not by much. I guess I could use a couple of life. They're kind of expensive too. Let's not. Phonic stonks. Funks. I'm sure Funk, the YouTuber, would appreciate that. Got Engave produce. Oh, right. Let's sell. Let's sell our meat, because apparently it's pretty good. Not that much. They lied to me. Not that much money. You know what? Fine, whatever. Fuck it. We'll sell the. Can we use any of these weapons? No, we cannot. Take them. Take all of them. We all need them. There's no. I don't believe there's much of a crafting system in this game, so there's no need to keep your old gear. Wait. When did I get that? Who can equip an iron bracelet? Nobody told me I had a. Yeah, there we go. Oh, maybe I got that from Dist. Well, the Dist Kaiser, whatever it's called. I guess if I'm gonna keep Luke in the party, I might as well keep him well equipped. Okay. Otherwise, though, what else can I sell to you? The rest of this stuff, yeah, the rest of this stuff we can sell. I should have sold this stuff in Macedonia. Would have given me more money. Ah, whatever. It don't matter. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. I didn't sell anybody's thing, did I? No. Okay. I can sell. Well, actually, yeah, we do have a crafting system. It's just not as prominent as it is in other games. Other Tales of games, in fact. Okay, we do have Sage and Savory. I don't remember if there's a red variant of these herbs in this game. There might be. I'll have to look it up. If there is one, I would definitely like to wait until I can get my hands on that before I proceed with using them. 1 hour and 43 minutes of streaming. Let me get some more water. Okay, so how's everyone's days been today? Hope it's been pretty good. Tomorrow and Friday will be my day off, and I'm sure in one of those 2 days I will make a trip to Little Caesars and get myself that crazy calzone. I'm very interested. I like some accessories. What do you got? Poison ward, stone ward, drain ward, stone bracelet, tech ring. I mean, that could be useful. It's also very expensive. I'm gonna wait until we can get that from a treasure chest somewhere. Maybe I'll go ahead and take this opportunity to buy some... not produce, some weapons or armor. Let's see. Because we were not doing enough damage to this, I fear. Definitely could have been doing stronger hits to that man while we were fighting that boss fight. You have weapons, sir. Sheridan. That's a town we haven't been to yet, but we will eventually. Okay, that's 1,020,000. 1,020,000 gold. For Schwarzlzoe. Schwarzloiwi. Loiwi? I hate the names in this game so bad. Holy Judgment. Okay, that I can pronounce. Okay. We could buy a scimitar. And again, probably should have bought stuff while we were in Macedonia. I guess we won't. Oh, hi, bow. Ancient bow. Wait a minute, but nobody in our party can use bows. Dun dun dun. Precursors of things to come. Probably just means a black sword in German. Yeah, I pronounced that. I mean, hold on. Let me see if I can dissect it a little bit. Schwarz. Because I've seen that spelling, Schwarz. I've seen that a couple times. In fact, you might recall that in Tales of Legendia, one of the villains' name was Schwartz. I don't remember what her deal was, but her name was absolutely Schwartz. Schwartz. I don't think it has anything to do with quartz. It just happens to sound a little similar. Okay, armor. Straight from where? From Sheridan. Okay, so Sheridan is importing all the gear to Batico. Splint mail. We did get a scale guard for Tyr, but that's all we got. I'll buy a splint mail. Sure, why not? We'll probably get some new weapons in the next dungeon. Schwarzlovi, and turns out it means black lion. Oh. Okay, so Schwarz does mean black. And I guess Schwarzlovi. I guess that's Lovi is lion, or of lions, or something like that. I don't know my German prefixes and suffixes. In fact, I don't know German, period. Colosseum is currently closed. Reopening in the near future, please be patient. So the Colosseum, which every Tales of game has a Colosseum, currently not in use. But we will come back to that later. Like, much later, but later nonetheless. Okay. Did I? Yeah, I did go into the dojo. There was just nobody at the dojo, so we weren't able to do anything. The air cars are really great. They go whoosh, and then you go. Yep, that's how transportation works, child. You ever heard of a bullet train? Called bullet trains because they go as fast as a bullet. I don't know if they actually genuinely go as fast as a bullet, but they do go really fast. Never been to one. I've been to a regular train a couple times. Cool. Anyway. Our rooms are taken. Well, I'm still gonna go in the rooms and search all your drawers, because you might have an apple gel in there. And we can't have you having that. That recipe? No. Okay. We are 1 hour and 49 minutes into the stream. So we will be ending probably after the next major story event. Well, not major. After the next like important story cutscene. In the next couple of minutes. When we go up to the top and talk to the boss. That kind of rhymes, but not really. Okay. And ways. Okay, sure, this is ever reached the upper levels. What about the other one? What's another level here? Well, where does that one go then? I'd like to know. Okay. Need some more. I've been eating a lot of water in this stream. But hopefully this water bottle is less loud. I mean, it's not a water bottle, it's a water thermos. Hopefully that's less intrusive than the actual water bottle alternative, which just sounds like plastic crackling and it's the worst thing. Impressions of Badico. Luke seems unhappy. Even after getting back home, it's no different than anywhere else. Poor Luke. Hey Luke, let's wander around the city for a bit. Why? I just want to get home already. We've come all this way, might as well have a little more fun. Think of it as sightseeing. I don't really feel like... Come on, after all, not everyone here has been to Badico before. Yes, that sounds good to me. Sure, why not? I don't mind. Me neither. I think that's a fine idea. There you have it, look. Shall we? Alright, whatever, jeez. I never pointed out before, but those plastics were a bit loud. Yeah, every time I rewatch one of my streams and I hear myself drinking from a water bottle, I'm like, God damn it, I need to remember to put that away from the microphone, and I never do. So this is about as good a solution as we're gonna get, because as you might have noticed, I need to hydrate like every 5 minutes. Kinda wild. But they said this elevator leads to the city center. Sweet. Got some barrels here. What's in these barrels? Oh, I never questioned them, I just looked at them, but now I see it. Are those oil barrels? I mean, I guess there is a cannon there. Maybe you need to oil the cannons. Do cannons need oil? Probably. I mean, most machinery needs oil of some description. So I'd assume the cannons are no different. They get rusty if you don't oil them enough and don't shoot properly. There's nothing to report. And nobody here has anything particularly interesting to say, I can see. You know what doesn't need oil? Electric cars! That'd be great! I would get an electric car if it wasn't so expensive. It's a bit of a mess, they are. In terms of price, I have actually been seeing a lot more Teslas around lately. Like over the past year and a half, we went from a Tesla being a sight worthy of attention. Now it's like every 5th car is a Tesla. It's impressive, and I'm glad that we're switching to more electric cars. we just need them to be more accessible. It's not enough. The fact alone has me excited for the day when they become truly affordable. Yes. I looked up at the Tesla prices the other day, and it like, yeah, there's no way. There's no way I will at this moment in time be able to afford an electric car. But I would like to afford an electric car one day so that I can contribute to not killing the world. That'd be neat. Don't you also want to not kill the world? There's many ways that we can do that, but we need to make those ways affordable. Phonetech Blaster 2 in top condition. Well, I guess that's what that cannon is called. Is this one over here Phonetech Blaster 1? Yeah, that's probably just a prototype. Let's see. I feel like I've already talked to these people. Yeah, I have. Yeah, but yeah, Teslas I see them everywhere. And you can also detect a Tesla from its sound. Because Teslas sound completely different from regular cars. It actually sounds like a generator. An electrical generator turning on. As opposed to the vroom vroom that you're so used to. So whenever you hear it, you turn around like, what the fuck is going on here? Also, if you're wondering what that sound is on your left ear right now, it's this thing. Actually, it's this thing. But yeah. The dream scenario, where money is no object, would be a bold government push to ban the sale of regular cars and subsidize the sale of electric ones. That would be great. I know China has something that they're trying to do to control pollution of cars. Like, you're only allowed to drive on certain days, depending on the plate number of your car. And, you know, so each plate number is assigned a couple of days that they can drive, and they alternate. So like on Mondays these people can drive, and on Tuesdays those people can drive, and there's a limit to how much you can drive and all of that stuff in order to prevent pollution from getting too out of hand. But I'm afraid they're a little bit late on that department because it's already pretty bad in China. Boy oh boy. In a conference, I can see that. I'm still interrupting. I'm not. The game has given me the opportunity to interrupt y'all in your conference, so I'm going to do that. I mean, y'all say that you're in a conference, but you're not saying anything. You're just sitting there, contemplating. Okay. You'll have to buy a trombone if you want that old-fashioned muffler noise. Okay. Sure. Majesty awaits. Yeah, we'll talk to King Ingobert, and then that will be the end of the stream. Well, the end of the Tales of the Abyss section of the stream. We're now about as close to Luke's house as we're gonna get. Not really, we can get a little bit closer. Okay. The sky is weird. Like, it's very shiny and bright here on the right. It looks like it's very sunny, but that's a pretty dark blue on the sky. Like, you'd think it's about to rain or something, but no, you see that those god rays coming from the top. Luke's never going home, is he? Well, unfortunate. It would be very unfortunate if he wasn't, but no, it's right here. Right, there's this building to our left. That's the Duke Fabra Manor. So that's Luke's home. But we gotta talk to the king first. King in the audience hall. Then we can actually go into the sky is a simulation. Yes. Deepest just what His Majesty is waiting for the castle. Please go there first. So we can't go home until we talk to Luke's uncle, which is the king. Remember, King the king is not Luke's father. Luke's father is the Duke, the brother of the king, who is nonetheless an important figure in the Backloggery government, but not the top dog. No, the top dog is the uncle, Luke's uncle. The Shadow King over the 6 awaits in your audience hall. This is the castle. Hi, Brian. You're a little bit late on recognizing Anit's presence here, but yeah, she's been here for like 40 minutes. All right. Save, and then we'll save again. All right. Kind of interesting how every NPC has a different way of saying, "Please go to the king." Okay. Give me a low profile because sleepy. That's okay.
Is currently in an audience with His Majesty. Please wait.
I said this morning I had to wake up pretty early. I'm kind of sleepy too. But you're not exactly sober. You paired your jarritos with tequila. Safety from within your room. Okay, well, as long as you stay in your room and far away from a vehicle, it's fine. But, you know, careful to not damage your body in a way that no jarrito or tequila will ever do on its own.
Rose is the guy trying to start the war, right? Let's get in there before he gives my uncle any weird ideas.
Please stop.
I'm Luke, son of Duke Fabra. Get in my way and I'll have them fire you.
Damn. Sounds like a dangerously delicious combo.
Are you sure it's okay to force our way in like this?
I'll just tell you, give me the... Nah,
it'll be fine.
I'm okay with just the jarritos. I don't need that tequila on top of that.
The Malkuth Empire is strengthening the defenses in their capital, Grand Kokma.
So this is Mr. Mouse. Welcome to Mouse.
With Engave as their supply base, even Saint Bina has been...
How dare you? Who gave you permission to enter the hall?
Shut up! Out of my way!
Is that you, Luke? Suzanne's son?
Knock knock, it's Luke. Yeah, one shot won't hurt. I'm sure it won't. I just don't drink. Like, at all.
That's right, Uncle.
Ah, I heard what happened. I'm glad to see you back safely from Malkuth. Then the people beside you must be...
Phone Master Ion of the Order of Lorelei, and Jade from the Malkuth military.
It is an honor to see you again, Your Majesty. I am Ion.
A reminder that this guy is basically the Pope. Not Mose, not the guy to the right. No, our little kid speaking person.
Phone Master, we've been looking for you.
I mean, you've been doing a terrible job at it.
Mose, let us speak later. Your Majesty, this is Colonel Jade Curtis. He represents His Imperial Majesty, Peony the Ninth.
I am honored to be in your presence. I bear an imperial letter from my lord for His Glorious Majesty, King Ingobert VI.
Uncle, what Mose is saying is nonsense. I went and saw Malkuth with my own eyes.
Somehow.
We didn't get close to the capital, but Engave and St. Bina were completely peaceful.
What did you say? I'm merely trying to convey to His Majesty the threat that Malkuth...
Shut up! You're just trying to start a war. I don't even know you, and I'm sick of you already.
For once, Luke is talking sense here.
Luke, calm down. The letter from Malkuth has made it here. I won't ignore it. You all must be tired from your long journey. Please, get some rest.
We've prepared rooms in the castle for our emissary guests. Please, allow me to escort you.
If I may, I'd love to see Luke's manor.
Very well. When your business is finished outside, please return to the castle.
Tyr, you stay here. I must hear your report regarding the matter I assigned you.
Grand Maestro, it is my responsibility to see that Luke makes it safely to his manor.
I mean, it's outside. Like, it's on the corner of the castle, but I'm sure whatever.
I will return with my report shortly.
Very well. I bid you my leave, Your Majesty.
Sir, Most looks like a fucking frog. I hate him. Look at him. Disgusting looking creature. Alright.
Luke, Suzanne has fallen ill.
No.
Mother's sick?
I've sent Natalia to her side in my place. Please, look after them for me.
Okay. The tequila is a bottle only from Mexico, given to you by your grandmother, your godmother, aka Tia. Your Tia. Excellent. You drunk ordered McDonald's. I mean, are you hungry? I hope you eat it. Because I'll be kind of a waste of food if you end up just having it there. Look at it. Tomorrow's gym session is going to be interesting. I am sure it is. Take care of yourself nonetheless. You know, though, I've never had a hangover. I don't know what that feels like. And I don't want to. But, you know, by all means, the letter. And Moose. Looks like he's trying to start a war after all. Didn't lie to Uncle about Malcolm. Well, in any case, the letter has changed hands safely. I'm certain that His Majesty won't ignore it. I'll make sure to arrange a chance for you to talk with him further later. Well, Luke, I see your rank is indeed useful after all. You always need to talk like that? My apologies. I really do appreciate your help. Think you're so special. Okay, sir. Okay. Natalia's waiting to see you. So Natalia is an important character that we will meet on the next stream. Because I gotta save it now. Good day, sir. Okay. Coming over here. Oh yeah, there's way too much room in here. Like, I get it, it's a castle. It's supposed to be royalty and shit. You don't need this much empty space, dude. No, like, dude, like put a sofa here, put like a table so like people can sit down and have some tea or something. You know, put like some flowers, like some plants maybe. I don't know. Populate this big ass empty space. You don't need glass windows that big. And what's that statue for anyways? Can't even tell what it is. Well, thinking of food, you might have gotten yourself slightly hungry after all. Might as well heat up this last hot pocket. I won't have much room in my freezy bag for all the meatballs and sausages you bought. And if you enjoy, try Waffle House. They're everywhere. Yeah, there are Waffle Houses on every corner. Now, I personally don't really care that much for Waffle House. But pretty sure they're open 24/7. So, if you're really, really hungry, you can go to Waffle House. But if you don't want to go out, that's understandable. Kind of dangerous out there. Alright. It isn't a Friday night, so there won't be as many drunk people out on the streets. But it is Georgia. It is Georgia. Watch out. Okay. Oh! Hello, Gamer Tower from Trovo. You have come at an unfortunate time, as I am about to end the Tales of the Abyss section of my stream and will now proceed to just do some just chatting for a little bit. But nonetheless, welcome. I am Hollow Bastion. I am a streamer. Obviously. But, you know, besides just a regular streamer, let me first get some water. And not drop my shit. Okay, hold on. Did I swallow one of my own hairs? What's going on here? Whatever, it don't matter. The only thing that can stop a Waffle House from closing is a thanks snap. Oh my god. Okay. Anyways, but yeah, besides just a regular streamer, I do also have myself a VTuber model. And what I do in the streams is that over here I will have the game by itself, no layout, no overlay, no model, no nothing. And then when we're done playing a game or we switch to doing something else, I switch over here. Oh, you meant to say a Thanos. You meant to say a Thanos snap will close a Waffle House, not a thanks snap. I thought you were talking like if somebody goes to a Waffle House and doesn't like the food and does like a very sarcastic, well, thanks, I guess. And they did that. The servers would get so fucking mad that they would fight the person, and that would close the Waffle House. I thought that's what you meant, and the reputation that Waffle House has is so bad that I wouldn't actually put that past them. Yeah, a sassy snap is what would close down a Waffle House. And that's me. Yeah, I don't usually like cam or VTuber avatars in gameplay. Yeah, I had used a lot of I did actually do a lot of streams with my VTuber avatar during gameplay. And after experimenting around for long enough, I decided, you know what? I don't think I like this. I wanna do it just straightforward now, anyways. Okay, so let me. Well, first of all, let me go over here to chat. And we have that over the way. Close that. Close PCSX2. I also think that's the majority opinion. Yeah, especially because some VTubers don't really know how to balance the main screen or the game screen with the rest of the screen. You know, how big their VTuber model should be, how big chat should be, all of that stuff. And it leads to some situations where the VTuber model is way too big. The game window is way too small, and there's too much empty space being taken up by the overlays. I was trying to get around that problem as much as I could without erasing the VTuber model, but it just didn't work out. So we went back to the other thing, which were like Let's Plays that tell a story. So not having a cam or model helps me suspend my disbelief. Yeah, that's another good way to look at it. By the way, unfortunately, so I am restreaming to YouTube, Twitch, and Trovo. But unfortunately, the restream bot does not send messages to Trovo. It only sends messages from Trovo to the other chats. So if you're specifically in Trovo, you will not be able to see the messages of the other people in the other chats. However, I will read that Aiken Labs just asked you, Gamer Tower, you mean like the game's narrative or the player's personal stories? Usually both, but especially the latter. Yeah, so the personal stories is what you're really after. Yeah, so yeah, you can send Twitch messages to YouTube and Trovo. Like you are. Well, no, yeah, you can send them to YouTube. YouTube can send them back to Twitch, and anybody speaking in Trovo will have their messages seen in all the other chats. But the Trovo people will only be able to see their own streams. Yeah, so you can see the Twitch messages here on the actual screen, the stream now, because I have that turned on. But yes. Yeah, you can see in the sidebar. Okay, anyways, I mentioned that I want to show an Oro Ronnie clip, just so you guys get an idea of how she speaks. And how that's hot. No. How she evades doing empty space noises for too much. Okay. I guess I could just let's just on some Frostpunk highlights. This kind of low. Hold on, let me increase the volume a little bit.
Why does everything I like die? Survive the blizzard. Are there any others out there?
I've never played Frostpunk, but it does look interesting.
No, it's not. Don't even. Are there any others now? Now you made me mess up. Are there any others out there? You ruined my flow! You have killed my groove now. And Oh, right. I have to put the children to work. Thank you. Thank you for the reminder. Yes. Go to work.
Yeah, I was about to say putting chat on the bottom was a neat idea, but look at all that negative space going to waste. So, putting chat on the bottom might actually not be a terrible idea in this chat, in my channel chat, because there are usually pretty long messages being thrown around in my chat. But in a fast-speed chat like Cronies, because, you know, there's a lot of people there, so only short messages, you know, people only have time to read, like, messages long enough, like 1 or 2 words long, like, let's go, based, yeah, y'all bit, you know, that sort of stuff. So an actual full conversation does not fly in a stream with this many people. Yeah, because I type out freaking essays every night. Yes, it's... we do that. You and I do that in chat quite often, which is fine. We are verbose people. There's nothing wrong with being verbose. Anyways, that's how Crony speaks. So that's what I'm trying to aim for. Eliminate all of the well, okay, not all of them. I don't think I can do that. But eliminate a number of the ums and uhs and ms and ugh, like that. Also, not using a BGM kind of helps with that. Because there's something about dead silence that's actually not that bad. I kind of prefer that. It feels somewhat, to me at least, that like complete silence, if it's just in short bursts like that, it's a little bit less distracting than music, like background music with nothing on top of it. I feel like that's a little bit more awkward, in my opinion. Again, would be just me. Maybe it's just me. Don't usually use ambient noises though. That's true. I'm not sure why I'm not using an ambient noise right now. I like BGM, but I can respect that. I prefer to keep low key BGM myself. Yeah, maybe when we're doing this, or at least when in the game, when there's no in the game, when we're in game, we can keep BGM off. And I'm talking about BGMs, maybe turning one on, and here I am not having a BGM at this precise moment in time. Actually, here, let me tell you something. Since we have a new member in chat, real quick, let me find the link to the thing that I need you to voice an opinion on. Where is it? Here it is. So, I'm running a poll on Twitter where you can vote for one of the 2 games that I'll be streaming on October. And here is the poll in question. I'm going to put it in the chat. Then I'm going to open it up over here. So I have a selection between Condemned Criminal Origins and Medieval. Medieval is currently winning by like 1 vote, maybe 2? No, I think that's just 1 vote. If you're familiar with either of these 2 games, and you have a preference for which one you would like to see playing in October, we can do that. Okay, you need right. Restreambot will not send you the link to Trovo. Give me 1 second. Where is it? Okay. Yes, I know I'm live, Trovo. I'm aware of this channel. There you go. Here's the link. Okay. So you may click on that and go vote. And that way we can, you can voice your opinion on which of those 2 games, if you're familiar with them, you would like to see. If you're not familiar, let me give you a quick summary. Condemned Criminal Origins is a first-person shooter beat-em-up, kind of, that, it was an Xbox 360 launch title. It looks kind of old by today's standards, but by then, back then it was pretty impressive. And Medieval is a PS1, well, it has multiple remakes, but we're going to be playing specifically the PS1 version of the game. It is a hack and slash action adventure-ish game where you play as a literal skeleton trying to redeem himself, kind of, because people thought he was a hero. Actually not, but it's point is action adventure game, you play as a skeleton, and then the other one is a horror game where you beat people up. So that's why I'm having one of these two choices as the October spooky game, because they're both spooky. They're not like shit your pants terrifying, but they're spooky. Okay. Anywho, what else did I want to do? You know what? We haven't done Backloggery in a little bit, so let's do some Backloggery. Why not? Bring out my pick. Well, first of all, what game was Knights of Azure? Was the last game that I added. Backloggery. Let me explain what Backloggery is. So this is a website, backloggery.com, or in your search bar right now, where you can make an account and you just add games from your collection. It's a website where you can literally update your Backloggery. So, for example, we've done this multiple times on stream before. So my, for example, my PS3 collection, I have these games, and when you add a game, you can actually, let me go ahead and pull up the picture of the next collection item, so we can look at it and demonstrate to Gamer Tower what it's all about. Where is? Let me find photo. Okay, and there we're going to go over here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so here's the next 3 games that I'm going to be adding. That's all we're going to add for tonight. But yes, what would you say is the percentage of all your collections you've locked? For your collection you've locked, about, I want to say we're about 50%, but maybe less, maybe like 40-ish% really. Okay, you should probably change the stream category. All right, in Trovo it doesn't update. It updates on Twitch. If we get so many, I have to babysit Trovo a little bit. Hold on. Trovo. Okay, you now it's just talk shows and podcasts. It's only gonna be there for like a couple minutes, but we might as well do it. There we go. I changed it in Trovo, so now we can proceed. Okay. Let's see. Take a look at that. So, Backloggery. So we're gonna go ahead and add this game over here, Knights of Azure 2, Bride of the New Moon. And we're gonna go ahead and go over here and add games under my game stack. So it gives you the information, all the information you want to have. The game name, if it's part of a compilation, what system it's on, if it's an original system, what region you have it on, what's your current level of ownership for it, how much progress you have in achievements, online information, progress note, and if you want to write like a little review or some comments here, you can add that. And this is not linked to a database of games. No, you actually have to manually add the games yourself. You're the one that has to make sure that you're typing the names in correctly. The podcast category is hell. Oh no. Well, it's fine. We're only gonna be here for a couple of minutes. I'm not that familiar with Trovo. I explored the website a little bit, and it seems there's definitely a lot of Latino presence in the website, which I can speak Spanish. I just choose not to, because I already built myself an English-speaking audience, so I might as well stick with that. Okay. Well, you would guess that about 2% of the entire collection has been locked. Nah, it's definitely more than 2%. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and add Knights of Azure. So we already added Knights of Azure 2 last time. Knights of Azure 2 is more of the same, more or less. I think it does have some improvements in story. I know. In gameplay, I mean, and there's more characters, so there's more interactions that you can do with the characters as opposed to the first game where it was only the main girl and, you know, the main protagonist and the main girl. In this one, there's multiple girls, you know, there's that. Boss category is all rednecks as far as the... Oh boy. Yee-ho! Well, I mean, I am in the southeast, so I'm not... It's not entirely unfitting, but... If we're talking about the kind of rednecks that I may or may not be thinking about, then I can see why that might be a little bit upsetting. But again, for now, it's fine. I'll look for a different category next time. See what else we have over here. Anyway, so this one I have on the PlayStation 4. Alright, so that's the original system, so that's fine. I have not really played it much, so we're going to classify it as unfinished and unplayed. Progress note. There we go. And you can put what if you want to put a rating for it, you can do that. Then you add the game. Now we have added the Knights of Azure 2 by the New Moon successfully. And if you go back to your backlog, you'll see here in the memory card, it lists that you've done it. It has added it to the collection over here. It has increased the total of games that you have. It has updated like what percentage of it you have finished and unplayed and beaten and completed. All that good stuff. There's a chit chat category, and that one's a bit better. Okay. So I will definitely switch to that category the next time I do this. Again, for tonight it's fine. I'm only gonna be streaming for like a couple more minutes anyways. Nonetheless, happy to have you here, Gamer Tower. Appreciate it. And next game, I didn't have much to say about Knights of Azure 2, admittedly, because I have about as much to say about Knights of Azure 2 as I do the first game, which is not much because we haven't played it yet. Anyways, the next game in here is Onechambara Z2 Chaos. So the Onechambara series, or what is it? I think it's supposed to be One-chan Bara, because it's One-chan, you know, sister, and then Bara. I'm not sure what Bara means, but Bara, One-chan Bara 2, or Z2 actually, Chaos, is the first game in the One-chan Bara series that people liked. Because there's like 2 or 3 other games before this one, but they were not particularly favored by the community. This one was a little bit better, improved gameplay mechanics, might have even improved story a little bit. It was sillier, and Jim Sterling even liked it a little bit back when they played it, when it came out. And it also, there has been another Onechambara game since this one, which is actually a remake of the first game, but it's not a particularly prominent franchise. What you do in Onechambara is you hack and slash some zombies. Imagine Dead Rising, but more anime. That's about as good as an explanation as I can make of Onechambara. Dead Rising 2, or you know, any Dead Rising game, but with more anime and more action, less comedy, but still a pretty good amount of comedy. So there you go. Those are a lot of fan service, as you would expect from a game that has an all-female cast, or at least all-female cast of playable characters. I don't know about the NPCs. I actually haven't played the game. I just know of it. What's the wackiest prop you can use as a weapon? I know for sure one of the characters does in fact use a chainsaw, but that's not that weird. All things considered, I I would expect a chainsaw in a zombie apocalypse setting. So it's not really that bad. Onechanbara D2 Chaos. I imagine that's how you spell it. I don't know for sure. But we're gonna leave it like that. Actually, I'm Onechanbara D2, how do you spell that? Okay, I don't like that. I don't like that it's spelled with a regular 2 and not a Roman 2. You know why? Because the picture shows a Roman numeral 2. You can see it. Why is it not fine. Whatever. That's fine. You wanna be weird, game? You wanna be weird? We can be weird. Not against that. I don't have a problem with that. Okay. Question 4. Information on plate. And then we're going to go ahead and put that over here in that game. And we're going to add one more. Well, actually, technically 2 more. The Prototype Biohazard Bundle. It includes Prototype 1 and 2. It is technically a remaster of the originals from PS3 and Xbox 360. But if you ask me, they look exactly the same. Like, graphically, they're identical. I don't think there's much of a difference. And there's also no difference in performance. They still run at 30 frames per second. So I don't know what the magic here was. This barely feels like a port. It just feels like, you know, it doesn't feel like a remaster. It just feels like a port from PS3 to PS4. But the games themselves are great, so I'm not complaining about that. I actually do now have Prototype 1 and 2 on PC. And on PC, they run at 60 frames per second. Or can run at 60 frames per second if your PC is good enough. And if you've done all of the necessary setup for the game, because there's a lot that needs to be done for it. Kinda wild. But Prototype is it's a sandbox series. It only has 2 games, Prototype 1 and 2, but it's a sandbox series where you play as Alex Mercer in the first game and James Heller in the second game, and they both have... What's a good way to... They have, like, biochemistry powers? No, not biochemistry. They have... Well, basically, they can absorb organic matter from people around them, and they've absorbed so much organic matter that they've developed superpowers. Like, they can run up buildings, and they can jump super high, and they can basically fly, and they can... Yeah, so it's like Kirby. Just, you know, Kirby holds back on the violence visually. It only tells you about the violence in the lore. Here, the violence is also visual. That's excellent comparison. Couldn't have done a better one myself. Yes. Prototype 1 and 2 are like that. Now, there is a pretty significant difference in, like... Well, I mean... I guess it's not really that significant, but there was a video by... No, there were a couple of videos by YouTuber White Light, which, by the way, White Light is a thing within the Prototype universe. This is a Prototype YouTuber, not VTuber. YouTuber we're talking about. He did a pretty extensive coverage of both of these games, and he pointed out that Prototype 1 was designed pretty much gameplay formula first, and then story progression second. Whereas Prototype 2 is the opposite. They designed like the missions and what you were gonna do in those missions first, and then kind of design the gameplay around them second. So in Prototype 1, your character's a lot more powerful. Yeah, Alex Mercer feels a lot more powerful, more deadly, you feel more like a god in that game. But some of the mission structure is kind of lacking. A little boring, a little frustrating at times even. It could use a lot of work. Whereas in Prototype 2, they definitely nerfed the character a lot. and basically build his James's moveset to work specifically with the missions that they crafted for the game. And the missions are a lot better. They're structured a lot better. They're arguably more fun than in the first game. But the free roaming is not as fun. The buildings are not as tall. The jumping is not as high. The running is not as quick. Because they balanced the game according to the new missions. And I guess they had to nerf it a little bit. So the ideal Prototype game would be one that uses the mission structure of Prototype 2 with the range of movement and options from Prototype 1. But there's only 2 games in the series. We don't have a third one. I wish we did. Great series. But then again, you can see that little logo down on the bottom right of the game box. Activision is responsible for the Prototype series. Or publishing it, I mean, not developing it, but nonetheless. And we don't like Activision Blizzard in this household. We don't stand Activision Blizzard in this household. So I bought this way before all of this current drama happened, but I am not interested in giving Activision Blizzard my money anymore. So whatever. Sounds like this game never evolved out of the Prototype phase. It is a fun game, don't get me wrong. It's just, it definitely could be even better. Anyway, the way you spell this one is actually like this, with brackets and all caps. I don't like it, but whatever. We have to do it. This one I actually have completed. I have completed Prototype 1. I even got all the platinum medals on the challenges, and I got all the things. This game's 100%. I did this one 100%. So it is genuinely a very fun game. I don't regret my time, all the many hours that I spent playing this game, trying to complete it, because it was fun. But again, it could use some improvements. Prototype 2, I actually played back. See, I played Prototype 1 back when in the PS3, and I only played it once. Then I played it again on the PS4 and completed it. Prototype 2, I only played on the Xbox 360, not the PS3. I had it on Xbox 360 back when I was bothering about growing that collection, and I have not played it on PS4 yet. And now that I have it on PC, I don't think I'm interested in playing it on PS4 anymore. But I'm still going to add both Prototype 1 and 2 onto my PS4 until we get back to the PC collection. And then I can switch the console, the system of the games, from A to B. Bro, this one is beaten, not completed. I did not complete it back in the Xbox 360, but I did finish the main story. Okay. Also, Prototype 2 is much easier than Prototype 1. Prototype 1 gets very brutal with some of the extra challenges and mini games that it throws you into. And some of the boss fights can be pretty tough too. Prototype 2 is not mean to you. Prototype 2 likes you. Alright. So I'm gonna give... I don't know which one I like better, honestly. They both have a lot of good things going for them. So I guess I'm gonna give them both a 4-star. Because I do genuinely enjoy this game. I definitely want to play them one day on stream. But not yet. We got enough plans already. Anyways, I think that's about it for tonight. We've been streaming for 2 hours, 37 minutes. It's been fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. So the next time that I stream, it's going to be whatever game wins that poll. Which, actually, we can go ahead and just check that out right now. There's 20 minutes left. Medieval now has 2 votes over, so I guess that's what Gamer Tower voted on, so thank you for voting. So unless some magic happens in the next 20 minutes, and Condemned Criminal Origins gets an additional 3 votes from out of freaking nowhere, that's it. We're gonna be playing Medieval next. After Medieval, we'll play Condemned. But we're gonna play Medieval first. So I better get started working on that thumbnail. Thumbnail. You know why I said thumbnail? Because fucking Trump is trending. I don't want to know why Trump is trending. I don't care. Anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next stream. So might as well call the poll here. Yeah, pretty much. Like, I'm gonna give it the benefit of a doubt just in case anything crazy happens. But it might. Medieval. I'm gonna start working on the Medieval thumbnail tomorrow. Okay. Anyways, hope you guys have a good rest of your night. Have a good rest of your day. If you're going to work, have a good one. If you're going to school, have a good one. If you're traveling, which I know at least one of you is, have a safe trip. Make sure you eat plenty of breakfast. Make sure you fill your car's fuel tank. If you get a good night's rest, try to go to bed soon after this. And yeah, have yourselves a good one. I'll catch you guys on the next stream. Bye bye.